Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Comicfinds. And I am happy to be your host, Chuck Chuckster. If you're new to this channel, I am trying to grab Tuesday comics before Wednesday. I'm trying to give you my best opinion on these comics. It's not the end all of comics. Whatever I say is not holy grail. I do this for the love of comics. I do it for the read and the art, the artists, and everything else that goes into a comic book. It's the best thing in the world. If you're gonna read, might as well read a comic book. My show is growing, and hopefully you'll start to grow with me as time goes on. There's gonna be more things that I'm doing. The premise of Comicfinds is actually to go find comics in the wild, to find new stories, new genres. I've been blessed to have 3 comic book stores near me, and a vintage toy store. It also sells comic book stores and so much stuff. I am a reader for the most part. I really don't collect comics as much. I collect the ones I like. I just don't have the space. I wish I had a space. Maybe my own store one day. Maybe my goal is really just to make a comic book. I will be getting out there in the wild. I'll be searching into the dollar bins pretty soon. I work full time. This is only a part-time gig for now. I want to make it full time, and when I do, I think it's going to be amazing. Now, hopefully you grow with it. Again, so I've been recently doing for the last couple of weeks is get the Tuesday comics for Wednesday, give me my best opinion on it, and we'll go from there. All right? Stay tuned. Get ready. Get excited. I'm amped. All right, the first comic book I picked up today was called Deadweight. It is Deadweight number 2. If you didn't see the first one, Deadweight, I told you it was going to be good. And it's out this week, and I picked it up again because I want to see where it's going. If you didn't see last week, or the last week prior to that, I should say, you should. But I'll give you the insight. It's from Ahoy Comics. It is basically about two villains that had their own super villain team, and they got kicked off of it because they were just horrible at it. They got fired for their own team that they created. So these 2 villains wind up trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, because now they're kicked off their own team and they're villains. They don't know what to do. One wants, probably work at Starbucks, maybe a truck driver. It's like the possibilities are endless. But they wind up rescuing a cat and a couple of humans, and it felt really good. And they were rescuing them during the fight that they just previously had, all the destruction that was there, people on the rubble. And like I said, they felt really good about it. Like, maybe we'll be superheroes. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. And so it is, to try to figure out what they want to do in life now that they have all this free time. But of course, at the very end, some superhero sees them in the rubble and assumes that they're doing bad, of course, and they wind up getting their butts kicked again because that's what happens. They always get their butts handed to them. That's why they got fired. So part 2 starts off with the superhero basically whooped their butts, and he's taking them. Looks like they're taking them to jail, but he goes, "No, I have a better place for you." So they're like, "Okay, where are you going, to your mom's house?" And it gets to the point where they get zapped. They have these restraint devices on them. It's funny. It's like, "No, I got a place that we're gonna go. I want you to speak to somebody." He goes, "Oh, then it's definitely not your mom's house because her mouth is always full." It's just that type of funniness. I mean, but below PG, all right? It's not PG. And they wind up going to a castle that they were flown to, and they're like, this is how the good people survive. This is how they live. They live in castles like it's from Harry Potter. It's Hogwarts, and they're like living in the sewers and trying to hide. It's like, this is definitely unfair to them. So they get there. They're met by the leader of the Paladins, or the superhero squad that's there, and they want them to train with their younger kids. So like, what are they, like test dummies? Like, we're gonna get beat up by your younger kids? No apps and no freaking ways. Like, no, we want to train you. We want to do all this and that. They wind up just using them, of course, like punching bags, doing some scientific stuff on them, putting restraints, putting tubes in all around them, and they're freaking out. And then there's like, no, this is part of the training. We just want to make sure you're good. They weren't believing it. It's a good story. And right now they're stuck in this castle. They're stuck in the dungeon. They're training with these teenagers, and they're learning how to train in some kind of like virtual reality, like some X-Men type of stuff, where holograms come up and they wind up dying at one point. He goes, "Oh, what happened?" He goes, "Oh, you died." He goes, "Oh, that explains the headache." It's just that type of funny. It's really good. I don't know where they're going right now. They're stuck in inside this dungeon with the superheroes that are training and using them as punching bags. And they're telling a little bits about their story. They get to see a little bit of their history, of their past. All in all, thumbs up on this. You want to call it two apples, however you want to use it, two comic books. But it's a great story. Pick up number 2. If you haven't picked up number 1, go pick up Dead Weights number 1. It's from Ahoy Comics. It is a good story. It is a great story. Pick it up. Enjoy the story. Enjoy the funniness, the quirkiness. It's hilarious. That these two losers from super villain teams, but not really losers. But if you get kicked off your own team you created, that's pretty bad. Go pick it up. Enjoy the read. The drawing is are perfect. It's perfect for it. The story is just hilarious. Adult wording, 100% PG. It's rated PG for the stuff they say inside of it. And for my second pick, it's going to be The Boy Wonder. Okay, I am a huge Batman fan, and if you're a collector of Batman, you'll be collecting forever because there's tons and tons and tons and tons of stories. Big fluff sometimes. This book was okay. It gave me Powerpuff Girl type of style. The drawings were pretty much on that Powerpuff Girl level, cartoonish. The story was okay. I mean, it had the Bernstein Bears. It had the three Goldilocks and Three Bears, where basically it's Damian Wayne telling his side of a story. Him being the outcast in a cartoonish form, talking about the good one, Dick Grayson, the revengeful one, Jason Todd, and the resourceful one, Jason Todd. Not Jason Todd, Tim Drake. I apologize. And Batgirl's in there as well as the family. And he talks about his mother and Ra's al Ghul and how he first met his dad. And he's just trying to just find his way in the Batman family. So it's a good starting point for a brand new reader, a brand new young reader. It's got, like I said, it's got a really kiddish vibe to it, and it tells a story and it tells it well. But for me as an adult, for my son or my daughter, I would definitely have them read that comic book. It's more like a teen book. I mean, it's cute. That's what it is. It's just a cute book. It's a good storyline. It kind of just tells us as the reader how Damian Wayne first felt belonging to the Bat family, okay, and his dad. All right, and if you didn't know, Damian Wayne is the son of Bruce Wayne. Yes. All right. And my third book that I got for today is called Ain't No Grave. It's from Image. It is written by Scotty Young. Scotty Young is normally known for the drawings, the little cutesy arts of the first covers of like the baby Marvel superheroes type of stuff. And I Hate Fairyland, his own book. Scotty Young is a great drawer. He's becoming a great writer. And this book, this gunslinger book, this Western, it's a pretty thick book. For a comic book, and it's like this. There is a female who has been coughing up blood, and it seems to be like she used to be back in the day an outlaw, robbing trains and coaches and everything else like that, but somehow wind up settling down with the guy and having a child. But now she's coughing up blood and she's rethinking her life. She's like, hey, if I take this little syrup, I might survive for the year, but I have better plans. And she decides that she's gonna not just lay on her back and just die. She's not going to waste any more moments with the family. She loves them to death, but she refuses to stay with them for just one more year. I don't know if she's trying to find the miracle cure, or she's just going after to kill somebody from her past. It's a good Western. She's basically traveling past different lands to the point like she has no regard. She's just trying to make it to Cyprus, which is at the end of the world, per se. She goes as far as the horse doesn't want to travel anymore. And during the course of the travel, she's remembering everything of her past, her family, and how much she loves them. But she's got to go forward. And she has 2 silver coins called City of Cyprus. And she meets up with a unknown mystical creature, plants a staff in the ground, and she is getting ready to go inside this Cyprus city. And she's trying to fight death, or she's trying to kill death. So this is interesting. I don't know who or what death looks like in this book. I know it's based off of a Western, and the drawings by Corona, that's the guy's name, George Corona. They're amazing. They're spot on. Nothing dramatic as far as like any shootouts or killings, but it's a good story right now. Right now, it's intriguing to see like who Death is in this book. What what's her job? She just wants to kill Death. Is she gonna prolong her life if she kills Death, or she's like, nah, I'm just gonna go kill Death? I don't know. It's interesting. It was definitely a good pickup. I'm a big Scotty Young person, as far as artist per se. Now his writing, all right, let's say, go ahead, Scotty, go for you, or good for you. Pick it up. Ain't No Grave. It's from Image. It's a new storyline. It's a #1. It just came out today. It's a Tuesday for Wednesday. I'm gonna say if you're a reader like myself, pick it up. Interesting. I want to know what Death looks like. Who she's gonna kill. She's out there to kill Death. Like, this is great. Can we kill Death? I don't know. Life is too short, and that's another thing. Another time. But this being the end of the show for Comicfinds. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and definitely comment. Let's make this channel grow. Let's get better. Let's get bigger. Let's just go.